Why?
Because you can't take a picture of it. Because it's so goddamn small.
Is it really? I think you're lying to me.
Okay, I see it a lot. I don't know if it's true, but it's like the size of a grain. No, it's smaller than a grain of rice.
I don't know.
I have no idea. And it's not even from like our generation. It's from like the 50s. So there's no way.
No, there's no way. Okay, the camera's recording.
Is the audio recording?
The audio is recording.
Why is it so soft for me?
It is?
It looks soft compared to last time. But last time it was like...
Bro, you're like
it was like that the whole time. It literally was like that the whole time we were talking.
I don't know. Maybe... No, but don't turn it up because it's like going right there.
Yeah. Okay, maybe a little down then.
As long as that doesn't fall down, we should have a solid recording.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
well then.
Yes.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome back to For the Boys Podcast.
Episode 6. 6?
6.
It's the one after 5.
the one after 5.
6. Gotta keep the trend going. But yeah, before we get started, I just want to say that the topics that we're gonna touch upon are ones that people have been suicided over. I think.
The suicide has occurred.
So to prevent any, what's that shit? Microwave radiation from entering our brains.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I
put
thought
on,
it was for the government to not mind control us or something.
Yeah. I actually read in researching, you can actually transmit like sounds and like people will hear it through microwave radiation. So it's like, yeah, you can literally like make someone listen to something without
That's
them
kind of
hearing
cool.
anything.
Got my water.
But yeah.
So what's the topic you're going to be talking about tonight, Christian?
Oh boy. This is a big one. This is a really big one. It goes really deep and really wide. Actually, it goes wider than it is deep.
So it's like a chode.
Yeah, it's like a tuna. It's like a can of tuna. So yes, I think let's see what I wrote down here on my epic notepad. There's 2 pages of notes. Not that bad. I mean, okay. So I said it was wider.
Yeah.
And that's because we're talking about golf rumors. The infamous golf rumors.
Infamous.
Yes. I was researching something on golf rumors, and like one page had 9 views on it. So, I went pretty deep. Pretty deep on this one.
That is hecka deep.
Yes. I heard about golf rumors in the iceberg. I think it's the same iceberg that Wendigoon is doing. Either that one, or there's this other iceberg, and I was just looking because it's like a common theme or like meme in iceberg videos where you'll see a topic, and then in parentheses it'll say "do not research" or "dangerous." So of course, I went for the one that said that, and the one that said that was golf rumors. So, in researching, there is no like one definitive like thing it talks about. I'll just say, like, I'll give a brief overview. So we have the first thing that you'll probably hear, which is actually on my second page for some fucking reason, is some like journalist came across like some like satanic thing, and then they killed her. The rich elites, of course. And then there's this other topic where there's this other thing where people said, oh no, it's not actually about, golf. It's about some person named Robert Golf or Richard Golf, either one.
Okay.
They're used like interchangeably. But most commonly you'll see Robert Golf. And then the third one was actually about golf again. and it's the case of Erica Blasberg, and that was the one I was talking about last time. Who I think I got it mixed up because she was the one that was found lying dead in a golf course, with the bag over her head, you know. So yeah. Anyways, I think the shallowest one for now. The shallowest one for now is definitely the Erica Blasberg, so I'll go over that one first. So basically, Erica Blasberg was a budding female professional athlete, which is, it's good. Yeah. I don't know. Just okay. But yeah, she was a professional golfer, and she was set to do, I don't know, she was set to play in the PGA tournament for 2009, and it was set in August. So just think about that. Wait a minute, I fucking got them mixed up again. There's two girls in this one. So this one this is not the one that happened in 2009. I don't know what day this actually happened in. Is mine coming off?
No, you're good.
Is mine getting blasted with?
No, I'm making sure mine is emitting it in this direction.
Right, yeah, towards the viewers. No, but this one, she was found with a plastic bag over her head.
Yeah.
And in the toxicology report, after, she died, they found a bunch, she was OD'd. She had overdosed on prescription drugs. Prescription drugs that were prescribed by a Dr. Hess. So the same Dr. Hess goes toward the body on the fucking golf course, and he basically takes the prescription off of her body and a suicide note off of her body. So that's pretty conspiracy or something. But yeah, I was trying to look into this one, and this is why I said it's not really deep, it's more shallow.
Yeah.
Because there's like all these topics, but the only thing I could find was what I just said.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, allegedly, like, people assume that Dr. Hess was like her murderer because he was there before the police got there, and he was actually found guilty for obstructing justice, right?
Yeah.
Because he took the suicide note and the prescription from her. But yeah, and the reason it doesn't go deep is because we didn't see a suicide note. We didn't see it because I don't know. I think he said something about like you have to respect the privacy of the family or whatever. It's like or the embarrassment for the family. It's like, dude. And I couldn't find any pictures. I could just find quotes on what the suicide said. Suicide note allegedly said.
Do you have any other quotes?
Any quotes?
Any other quotes?
No, it's just a normal
like a
suicide. Like, sorry, I had to do this, or like, no, it's just normal suicide note
okay.
stuff. Everyday suicide note.
Yeah, because they have
language. Yeah. So yeah, that was the Erica Blasberg,
and that's not the golf lady, like the one on the golf course, or that is the one on the golf course.
I think both of them were on the golf course. I don't know. One of them was definitely on the golf course. I read that.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I think the one that OD'd was on the golf course.
Okay.
Yeah, because, and actually Erica was having like a really bad career up at that point, and like her life was just going in a like downward spiral. So, yeah, I guess that could explain the suicide.
Okay.
But the bag and the OD though.
Yeah, that's
a
weird.
little weird. I read somewhere that like maybe she was trying to do like a thing where like she won't be revived if she was found.
Yeah.
Right, because if you OD, you can live. Yeah. And if you asphyxiate, you could also live. But you can't OD and receive the treatment for asphyxiation at the same time.
Okay.
Because I guess it's like a conflicting thing. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
what
It's still a
I'd
little
say
sketchy, though.
is if she was suicided,
Mm-hmm.
isn't there a way you can see there's obvious like
What?
resistance if she's being suicided, unless obviously they have a restraint.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're bag over face, you just
Yeah.
do one of these.
I think if she was suicided,
Yeah.
I think the OD must have came first.
Okay.
Like maybe through an injection, but then they would have seen that in an autopsy.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just ran the toxicology report and they didn't do an autopsy. Who knows? But I think it's probably, I don't know. I think it's just the whole conspiracy is that she like did the double thing, because usually like you would just take a lot of drugs or do the plastic bag. But I mean, even then the plastic bag is like kind of torturous.
Yeah.
So maybe she did that as a insurance or something. I don't know.
I don't know how ODing is.
ODing is actually really scary.
Yeah.
Because depending on what you do, you could OD like different ways.
Yeah.
So like opiates, or like, yeah, just opiates, stuff like I think morphine and like Vicodin and like stuff like that, painkillers, dude, like you just go to sleep, like, you just fall asleep, and that's how you die, because
Holy
your body's just so relaxed and everything that like you just stop breathing, like the reflex to keep breathing stops, and you just fall asleep forever. It's like the same thing that happens when you suffocate with CO2 or carbon monoxide. I didn't mean that as CO2 is carbon monoxide for the commenters out there. But like, yeah, you just fall asleep, you just get sleepy and you die. So that's pretty scary.
Fucking scary.
Yeah, so yeah, don't do opiates.
Don't do carbon monoxide.
Yeah, and it's also weird that like she even thought to do that, because if you're a suicidal, like I feel like you would kind of just do that just like off the cuff or something,
Off a whim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you chilling, like fuck.
Yeah, it's like, boom. Yeah. Or
Maybe
she could
just
huh?
wanted to make sure.
I mean, I think an easier way would have just been to drink with the opiates. But we don't even know if it was opiates. It could have been some other prescription drug.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have on her. She was like just a depressed, I guess, athlete.
Yeah.
Coincidence. Maybe. Perhaps. We'll put that at a 2 at the conspiracy scale.
The conspiracy.
The conspiracy.
Tier list.
Yes. That one's 2.
That's a 2 out of cool. I don't know.
I think 5. I think so. Out of 5.
Okay.
I don't think we should actually. We could do a tier list. I don't know. I think it'd be hard to keep track of though.
How would we rank it though? It's hard to like rank stuff.
Well, I mean the way
it's kind of like just.
I think the way I did it in my head just then was like how plausible it was that the conspiracy theory is actually true.
And
so
how
like,
interesting it is. Could do something like that.
Yeah, so like a 5 would have been like, I think this is definitely true, and this is like really interesting.
Yeah.
Right, and then 1 is the opposite. So yeah, I don't know if we should keep
like flat Earth.
Flat Earth. That's definitely a 4 for me. minus 4 is 0. Yeah. But yeah, let me move on to this other thing, because I still got a couple more.
Okay.
That was the shallowest one.
That's the shallow. That's the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, that's the
the penis.
The foreskin. No, that's the second one that I have is a female, because there were 2 girls. That's why I keep getting confused.
Yeah.
This one is an unnamed, faceless Politico journalist. Politico. I think that's a That's a news place, right? A Politico?
I don't know.
I think PolitiFact is also one, but Politico is like the more reputable. I don't fucking know. But anyways, it was some lady. I wrote Jane in my notes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had to
Put
put a name. Mm-hmm. So this was the one that happened in August 2009.
Yeah.
This is the one. It was like it was after the PGA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So the original article places it in between like August, the PGA tournament, and Tiger Woods' sex scandal, which was November 27th, 2009. So anywhere between those. Well, actually, they said like a couple days before, but whatever. So basically, like, she attended this party, right, that happened after the tour. And then, sometime, she's drinking and doing all this shit. She goes into the basement of, like, the little mansion, whatever they were partying at. And she finds, like, a fucking, like, Satan, like, fucking ritual. Some occult shit going on. And it's not, like... The article describes it as, like, not something you would see from, like, some, like, college, dorm room thing. Where they just have, like, black hoods and shit. But, like, this is, like, serious, like children and like fucking like dead like fucking goats around and everything. There's like blood everywhere, like actual blood, and just crazy shit like the shit that like would scar you for life. I don't know. The article doesn't really, I don't think it's really a reputable source. But anyways, but yeah, then the lady's like, oh shit, I gotta fucking report on this, because like what the fuck is going on at this fucking party? Like everyone's just acting like it's normal. So then she reports it, she puts it up for approval, and then, I don't know if it actually went through or if it didn't go through, but somehow word got around that, like, this was happening, and the whole conspiracy is that, like, she was found dead, like, soon after that, and the whole thing was gaining so much traction because it was like a crazy story that it was so crazy that Tiger Woods actually had to get himself into a scandal to offload some of that fame, to like overshadow the whole like plot, I guess.
Yeah.
So kind of makes you think.
Did they ever list like a cause of death?
No cause of death. Just dead. That's what the article says. There's only like one or two articles.
And they confirm that this person was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the body there, dead.
Yes.
The same
The body was
reporter.
dead.
Not a fake. Or some bullshit where they, do the swippy swap.
Yeah, it's weird because they never identified her.
Yeah. And they never listed a cause of death.
Yeah, so... I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think the article is very reputable. I just thought it was interesting. Because there's also, like, a couple other ones that are really shallow that talk about, like, weird, like, occult stuff going on in the Gulf.
Yeah.
There's also one about, like, tunnels underneath golf courses. Which is, like, I guess, I mean, if you're really rich and you bought a golf course, I mean... What is a golf course really? It's just grass. Just grass and water and sand.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that was her, I guess, taken down, and then fucking she does the story, Tiger Woods sex scandal right after it.
Yeah.
I guess it's just another coincidence.
Strange one.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Oddly strange.
And I couldn't find any more information on it. That's the thing. So
yeah.
No, I think that one's just made up. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It is possible.
But
if it's like true,
mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah. If it's true, it's interesting.
It's weird. Like a lot of the pieces don't make sense.
Like
I feel like if they saw her
mm-hmm.
walking down there, she'd be fucked already. It's over.
Oh yeah.
Like she's not getting out of the place.
Mm-hmm.
If she does, she gives this to her boss. She's going to fucking mental ward.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not.
That's not going through.
No, the guy's gonna be like,
I don't know. I think you're off your rocker. You know?
Yeah, you're going to the loony bin.
What
and
is-
then,
And
if she is found dead,
Mm-hmm.
she's fucking faceless and nameless. No one knows who this is.
Yeah.
And this story's going out.
Mm-hmm. It was fully charged.
No way! I
It was
don't
fully
understand.
charged. Let me see this one. Let me see this now. I think it literally just stopped recording.
I'm telling this man, bro.
Cringe. Okay, we'll
I'm telling you, bro. We gotta get that new camera. Something. It doesn't have to be crazy.
Yeah.
Something good though,
It just needs to record 1080p and
and not stop recording.
yes. But yeah, what were we saying?
Damn, what was I saying? I was going on about how. Oh yeah, if the story like broke out,
Mm-hmm.
there's already people that like, enjoy investigating small things on their own.
Yeah.
So they're gonna prove that there's something bigger. So if this happened, even if the scandal is going on, you're gonna have this group of people still investigating this case. So there'd be more news about it
Mm-hmm.
if it was true.
I think the thing said that it got taken down really quickly, so I'm not sure if it was like able to be archived because, or like, really like fully read.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that post was really shady.
Where'd you get on?
I don't know. I don't know. I went to a whole bunch of different websites.
Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo Answers, Google Mail, Outlook. That's another mail. Anyways, I went to 4chan.
He
The
put
base
big boy pants on.
the based community. I went to Reddit. I had to make a whole fucking account on Reddit.
You already had an account already.
No, I didn't. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
you did.
You keep spreading misinformation about me.
No.
We're gonna have to cut that part out.
No Reddit boy.
Huh? I'm not a Redditor, I swear.
I know you are.
I'm not a. I have one karma. One karma.
So you even know the
Thing?
point system.
There's a point system?
I don't know.
It
I
just
don't know
says
what
one
karma
karma.
is. I think it's just like an upvote or something.
Really?
If you get an upvote, you get karma. I think.
Oh, so you know what karma is?
I have no idea.
He's a Redditor.
I'm not
I knew you were
Reddit.
fucking
Wall
Redditor.
Street bets only. Maybe. It's as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Mr. Redditor. No, but yeah, I think this article was from 4chan. I think so.
Okay.
I think this
It could have been a troll.
Yeah, it was probably
Because there's fucking 4chan. You know how they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do a little...
We do a little
troll.
Donald.
Little what?
A little Donalding.
Little Donalding. Little Pepe.
The Froge.
Pepe Sylvia. Okay, I'm moving on. Because that one, I think that one was the most shallow. So then, now we got the big boy one. This is the big one.
Yeah.
This is the one with the most information, or the most stuff. It's actually related to this.
Oh, the top secret.
Yes. And, yeah. So this right here
Yeah.
is 13 pages. This is 13 pages. One-sided, because I can't read.
If it was double-sided, I'd shit my pants.
Huh?
I'd have to shit my literal pants.
That's like 26 pages right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is actually, I got this from the Freedom of Information Act website, which is, I think you can literally just submit one, and the government will tell you exactly what they did. I think so. I think that's how it works. Something like that. But I know it's like your constitutional right. Well, not constitutional, but it's your right to do that. So anyways, this is where I got that from. And you can see it says secret on it. And this is what secret. Yes. Well, it's not really secret, because you can just download it. Like, you don't even have to, like, you just literally download it. But yeah, this is like an FBI, or no, CIA thing. And but yeah, that's for later though. That's for later because I didn't even get into the fucking. So this is the one about Robert Golf.
Or Richard Golf.
Or Richard Golf, yes. I've seen both. So yeah, apparently Robert Golf was a psychic in the 1980s. Apparently, I think he was a little bit well known.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was like, kind of accredited. I'm not sure if psychics can get accredited, but yeah. Yeah, he was involved with some CIA stuff, so it's gotta be good. And the article that I got this from said that I keep forgetting. The thing that he was working on with the CIA, it was him, the CIA, and the FBI were working on something called the glass camera project. So a glass camera is like some theoretical thing, camera that's able to record images without being seen, basically. So you were talking about the world's smallest camera earlier,
Yeah.
So, I mean, even though it's the world's smallest camera, you can still see that.
Yeah, it theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to. It's like a grain of sand.
Yeah.
But if you were to stumble on it,
yeah, you could see
you'd
it.
notice it's something weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the glass camera is basically like an invisible camera, or a camera that is not there, which is the main interpretation. Because really, the way that you think of it is like just an invisible camera, that'd be physically impossible, right? Because we don't have like invisibility cloaks, and even if we did, physics says that we would be blind if we wore one.
Okay.
So if you had an invisibility cloak, you wouldn't be able to see because of something about light.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah. So the interpretation is that Robert Golf was working with the CIA for the glass camera project, and the way that they actually did the glass cameras were to basically tap into people, like agents, and the agents would be able to see something, and the psychic could read their fucking thoughts and be able to describe exactly what they're seeing. So it's like a Bluetooth camera, but they're people. So the whole thing is like a psychic is in a room, mm-hmm. right? And then you'd have like an agent out in the field, and then if the agent is like in somewhere like dangerous, or they wouldn't be able to go back to like report easily, the psychic could just tap into exactly what they're seeing and be able to see what they're seeing.
Okay.
So it was either that's one interpretation, or the other one is the opposite, where like the person on the field, in the field, could literally just like transmit their visual signals to a psychic or to the CIA using some, I don't know, psychic powers or whatever. But yeah, that's the interpretation there. Apparently, like the whole reason this is a conspiracy is that Robert Golf was well known, but if you try to look him up, you can barely find anything about him. Yeah. So if you search up on Google Robert Golf in quotation marks, you will find like all this stuff about like people named Robert Golf, and like the actual rumor itself, the actual conspiracy itself, but you won't find anything about him as a psychic.
Mm-hmm.
So people just found it strange that you couldn't find anything about him.
Did you do it with Richard Golf as well?
Yeah, I did it with Richard Golf.
Okay, and the same thing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Actually more, because more people are named Richard Golf than Robert Golf. So yeah, that I couldn't find anything barely on the glass camera project. But another thing that I found related to that, which I think could tie in, is the remote viewing experiments, and that's where this paper comes in. So yeah, This paper basically describes, and you can look this up. I can put a link to this in the description. But this paper describes the CIA's interest, or not really the CIA, some government group, but in the Department of Defense. The interest to have a psychic describe a target while not being near the target or not seeing the target. So basically what they would have the psychics do, or just participants do, because they weren't psychics, what they would have them do is sit down in a room with an interviewer or just some other guy, and the interviewer would like give them a coordinate or a location, and then the participant would go and like imagine or like go and fucking see basically what's there without leaving the room. And so it's like, if I asked you to describe the front porch there, what would you see? And like basically participants were able to, I think 85% of the time, describe accurately what was there using some training.
Okay.
So they would have, I don't think it goes through the procedures here because I was in a different document.
Yeah.
Which I could still link. But basically they just had the people go in, like participants. They would observe psychics doing remote viewing. They would take courses in remote viewing, and they would like frequently practice remote viewing. So it's like this whole thing, like there's audio transcripts, or I think there's at least one audio transcript of the whole thing, and it's basically the interviewer saying like, okay, how does this place make you feel? And then the guy's like, I can't really feel anything per se, but I can describe what something looks like. And then the guy would say, okay, what does it look like? And then, they would describe the shape and everything. And the person would draw it. And the way they found if it was like correlated or not is they took pictures of the target that only the interviewer could see. So the interviewer was looking at pictures, and the remote viewer was just like imagining how the picture should look, or what something around there should look.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So they give them like coordinates. They wouldn't say this place is the rainforest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they wouldn't say.
They wouldn't say anything like that, and
Just
they would just describe it. So.
Not like that. It's
well, I mean, not like that said, but they give you something that will correlate enough to where you can't be like, that's kind of general.
Yeah.
Or they would generalize.
No,
it'd be
would just
specific.
Be like, huh?
It'd be something specific.
It would sometimes be something specific.
Okay.
I was looking at it, and one of the participants described the edge of a windowsill. It would be something like that. And then another one described an entire like map, an entire field. So like, one person did the windowsill, and another person described like a river, and then like an industrial sort of area, and then like a wooded area. And the picture was literally like almost exactly that. Literally like a picture of a river and like some buildings and like a flat grass area over there. So it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I forgot what I was on. I think it's just crazy though. Like the CIA literally like was so involved in this. I mean, it wasn't like a super like big involvement, but they were like, I think in here they were given like $285,000 to research this, and this was all taking place like, the research itself was done, 1979 to 1983, so that's like 4 years of research on this, and then in this document they actually describe interest in the research, like 2 years, 5 years. In 1974, interest since 1974. And then the latest date on this document is actually right here. It's the 14th of June, 1984. So basically 10 years.
Yeah.
They were like trying to do all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like a, not in a it's like specific way, but you know how, your MK Ultra project sounds like a separate branch off of it in a way of, mine.
Yeah. It was related to MK Ultra actually. It was part of like that whole group of ads. But yeah, like, let's see. Like, I'll read a little bit of this. Like, just like I'll read like a sentence.
Okay.
So the context is this guy who's writing here is like briefing his higher ups on his projects. And bro. This is a direct quote. Psychoenergetics are the processes by which an individual may physically interact with objects, locations, organisms, or events. This includes such disciplines as psychokinesis, remote viewing, and remote communications. So they were studying shit like that.
Yeah.
And like I'll even flip to the fucking thing where it said how effective it was. So I think they ended up doing a bunch of projects. Actually, they did 200 operational missions with remote viewing. And let's see here. $235,000 was given to them, not 285. There you go. Approximately 50% of the 700 missions produced usable intelligence. 50% of them. And then over 85% of them have produced accurate target information. So target information as in like they were given a location and were asked to describe stuff in the location, and they've accurately described it 85% of the time. It's pretty crazy.
And I wouldn't imagine, these are super geniuses to the point where, they know their latitude and longitude.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, I got the general area. Let me just spit something.
Yeah.
It could be something. No, there's no way. It's some fucking...
It's not like GeoGuessr. It's not like that.
No.
So
for being 85%, something.
That's pretty good. So they were actually, I think they were regular agents, because they had like in the preliminaries, they would have like actual psychics do this, and then they did it with agents that they trained, and that's the data from here. So that's what they used there. I think it's pretty cool. I actually told my mom about it because I had this laying on the table because I was reading it. And then my mom was like, "Oh yeah, I think I think that exists. I think that's real." And I was like, "What are you an insane person?" And then I realized like, "Oh wait, like, I kind of am also believing that it's real." And then my dad came in and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, that's definitely real." I was like, "Okay." I mean, it's real, like it's real information.
It has happened. Yes, yeah. These tests are real.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's really like
possible.
I don't know.
Because imagine, okay.
Like, how can you be trained to see something that you can't see?
Yeah.
It's
weird. And then how does it extend to like us in a way? Say like they can tap into my head and see you.
Yeah.
And we're talking, and they see that, and they know we're talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if they get like an audio, but they get the visual.
I think The glass camera project was, I'm pretty sure, with all this information, that the glass camera project was most likely an extension of the remote viewing project. So not only were they able to train people to see remotely, but also hear remotely.
Okay.
And maybe even interact. But who knows? But yeah, man, this is crazy shit. Fucking glass cameras, bro. I keep telling you. I said this last time, bro. Glass cameras, man.
It does sound pretty interesting.
Yeah, and then, I mean, this is kind of off topic, but yeah, that was my whole thing. I also read somewhere else that like that thing that I was talking about with the microwaves.
Yeah.
They could literally do that. Like that's a patent. You can do that. And then there was another thing. It was like some medical device. It was called like radionic photography, where you could take a picture. Like you could have the camera in one place, and then you could take a picture of somewhere like all the way like across the world or something. So I don't know exactly how it works because I'm not like a scientist or anything, but like literally like it was described in a way that like you could have the camera here, and then the picture would be taken of like something like in fucking Paris or something. You know, it's crazy. Radionic photography, and it's actually a real thing. They use it for like medical shit or whatever. You could look it up. Radionic photography. There's a picture of a leaf there. If you look it up on Google, it's a picture of a leaf. Yeah, it's all black and white stuff, but it's really cool.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think those are just like sort of realistic perspectives on glass cameras.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can transmit sounds into people, and you can like theoretically take pictures of things halfway across the world. So if you kind of combine those, I mean, if people were able to transmit as well, that could be a thing. Yes.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. Huh? Oh no, sorry, wait, one more thing. In here, they were actually describing, because we were talking about psychics.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, what technology do you need for a psychic? None. Right? It's all in their head. Literally. But, they actually spent a lot of this money, a lot of the money that they were given on R&D, research and development of technologies. So it kind of makes you think what kind of technologies they were using to either train or help implement remote viewing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a thing. A footnote there. Yeah, that was my whole presentation.
That's very epic, my friend. Very nice.
Thank you. I heard you also have a presentation.
Also have a less constructed presentation on the lovely Agartha.
Really?
Land of advanced races.
Racists?
And that already got me,
Mm-hmm.
turning, because
Yes.
you know how Nazis, the bad boys,
The bad ones.
the bad
Nazis.
always thought that they were a superior race.
Uh-huh.
So what if they came from Agartha? Already. They came. Or one of them.
One of the races in Agartha?
Came from Agartha.
Oh, one of our races on the...
No, one of, like, Agarthians
Uh-huh.
came here.
Okay.
Went to Germany.
Oh, okay.
And, became, like, a dictator.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. He was like a painter, right?
Yeah.
Became a painter.
Yeah.
Got angry at Jewish people.
Yeah, because...
Put Zyklon B in their water. That's actually one of the highest tier ones. Zyklon B in our water. Zyklon B is like rat poison in water. No.
The most universal drink.
Yes.
That everyone, for the most part, drinks.
Yeah.
So when everyone
Huh?
Be dead.
Maybe it just takes 80 years to kill us.
Oh, okay, that's why we don't live forever.
Yes. Because we keep drinking water. Huh?
Alrighty, let me start. I don't even like how this one starts, because it starts in like the 70s, so like...
Wait, but the first theory was Adolf Hitler was a Garthian?
Yeah, well, in a way you can... Because the connection is, you know, how they always view themselves as superior.
Right, the Aryans?
And the Garth... Not the Agarthian, but like Agartha is considered a land of
superior races.
Superior.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the correlation that was set.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
So let me start with the proof in ancient culture.
Ancient.
Because a lot of religions have, you know, they believe in paradise, afterlife. In a way.
Right.
Except, well, not all of them. So you got, what was it? Judaism. I forgot how to say that.
Jewish people don't believe in an afterlife?
Yeah, there's a place that you go. It's called...
Oh, they do?
Sheol. Sheol. Sheol.
Sheol. Okay.
Sheol. Well, yeah, that's their afterlife.
Okay.
Which is set by the article, you know.
Yeah.
The article that I am reading. I am quoting.
Yeah. Direct quote.
I'm not Jewish, so I don't know.
Right.
That it is in the middle of the earth. Which is interesting, you know. It's weird to think of Earth as like a host of afterlife.
Right.
In any way.
Yeah.
But like... It kind of makes more sense to me as in like a hell, which is, you know, Christianity. So that's what they believe in. You know?
Right.
That the middle of the earth. Whoa, I think it is said in the Bible, which I will quote to help, you know, bring more points. That I'm not sure if it says it. That hell is the middle of earth, but it says it at the same time. It's weird.
So what does it say?
Because it doesn't give you like a... Here, let me pull up one quote specifically. Yeah, like Philippians.
What? Philippines?
No, it's not Philippines. It's
How do you spell it? Let me see.
No, you sit.
Okay.
Okay. So that at the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow in heaven and in earth and under the earth. You know, under the earth.
Yes.
It's weird because it kind of, I swear it contradicts. But.
Right. What contradictions aren't in the Bible? Am I right? Atheists. Based atheists.
Yeah, but that's hey, Agartha exists, but
take a passing.
What I was reading is that Agartha is supposed to be a place of like paradise.
Right.
So that's what kind of contradicts
with
other religions.
Because in other religions, the underground is hell.
Yeah. Well, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Going to suicide. Oh, zombies.
Okay.
I was saying after I finished my water. Shit.
No, be careful, bro. Microwaves.
That like cultures, obviously, and religions have the different beliefs of heaven and
hell.
I don't know what some cultures believe in. But what I was reading is that it's supposed to be a paradise. In a way.
Agartha.
And what I'm also kind of thinking is like, if this is like the afterlife,
Mm-hmm.
but we also can travel to it. You know how the Nazis, when they land on the South Pole.
On the South Pole.
South Pole.
Okay. To get into Agartha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's both, how would that work? Obviously, this is really hypothetical.
Yeah.
But
So
like, it's interesting to think how would that work?
maybe it's a layer. Maybe it's layers.
Layers
So like the first layer.
is like Agartha.
No.
Oh,
The first layer would be hell,
okay.
and then the second layer would be Agartha, right? Because Agartha is like the whole center, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but well,
Maybe there's two centers.
what like
And a
the
double
sun,
center.
the sun of Agartha,
Yes.
like the literal sun,
Mhm.
is like the actual hell.
Maybe. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, because the hell is like fire.
Yeah, that's the inverse Earth theory though, which is kind of more. It kind of points more towards Agartha than the hollow Earth theory, because hollow Earth kind of just sounds like it's just
Hollow.
vacant.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in there, while the inverse
Right.
is like you got society,
Yeah.
and then you got society again.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a weird one where it goes on about there's like, say we were inside the earth instead of outside. So there's the earth, and then it's covered by a thick layer of ice. That's the sky.
Mm.
And then you have the sun. I was like, okay, I mean,
But where does the sun go? In
Hmm?
between the ice and the earth?
that one never got like a valid.
I think. I mean, that would kind of suck for all the astronauts. That we sent up in space.
The fake ones.
Yeah. The dummies.
But the hollow Earth theory
Mhm.
kind of gives basis to like there being other hollow places like the moon.
Right.
Yeah, because I was reading this article how they're able to leave from the hollow Earth,
Yep.
to the moon, but then they reside on the moon, just like how they would here. They have a colony up there,
Okay.
just inside.
Right.
Inside the moon,
Mhm.
instead of outside, so that we can't see them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned something that the moon was like a lot lighter than it should be.
Yeah.
Or something. I could see that. I mean, but how did they get there? How did they get there?
The question is how they get there unnoticed, unless we're on the inside, and they're on the outside
How did we
layer.
How did we get on the inside?
We were born on the inside layer of Earth. We're in Agartha,
Okay.
but there's the outside Earth.
Right. What?
Huh?
I'm confused. So we're currently on the inside.
Oh, I'm just.
No, yeah. But,
Yeah, because you said how would they get there?
But if we were on the inside, then we would see the Earth.
No, we're on the inside. How are we gonna see the Earth if we're the inside of Earth?
Bro,
We're in the Agartha of the Earth.
if but the skyline would go up instead of down.
Yeah.
So we have to be on the outside then, because we're on a
Yeah.
convex surface.
There you go. I mean, that was just us
Huh?
playing around.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. So you remember you brought up in the last episode
Yeah.
was it a Marine?
Monkeys?
No, like there was like a soldier that traveled to the South Pole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. His name is Richard E. Byrd from the
Byrd.
Navy.
Right.
He's a Navy.
Okay.
Okay. So he left to the North Pole, excuse me,
Okay.
on May 9th, 1926.
Right.
Okay. And I know there's like a specific, yeah, I got it right here. Fuck. Like specific measurements that you can fly around these areas, which was weird. Okay, like how they were like, you know, the Nazis flew lower.
Yeah.
Then okay, it says for the South Pole, 3,700 miles above, and then for the North Pole is 2,750 above. You know, you have to fly that. You can't fly any lower.
Right.
So they were saying like it's like a donut in a way. You know, you have like a hole, and it kind of just.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. To get to Gartha.
Right. Wait, can you say those measurements again?
For the South Pole, it's 3,700. For the North Pole, no. Actually, sorry. They said that they flew 2,750, but they had to fly 3,700, so they were 1,000 miles lower than what they were supposed to be flying.
Okay.
And they were like, well, the theory is for the Earth, it's kind of like a donut.
Right.
Like a weird, oddly shaped donut.
Mm-hmm.
How it just like there's a hole in the middle, basically.
Yeah.
So there's a hole in the top and the bottom.
Yes.
So you kind of just like.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a napkin ring.
Yeah.
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 I'll show you. It's a napkin ring is something like that.
Stupid.
Bro, you hear that, bro?
Huh?
Ooh. I think it's the pigeons over there. They're snoring or something.
Let me bring up some more Bible quotes, why don't we?
Okay, more Arthur stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this? I don't know how to say the name of the verses.
What does it say?
Athenians?
Athenians.
No, because there's no N.
Athenians.
There's no N.
How do you spell it, bro?
In saying he ascended.
Yes.
What does it mean but that he also descended into the lower regions, the earth?
The lower regions. That's where it cuts off?
Yeah. Because, you know, he's implying there's ascension, heaven.
Yes.
So there has to be a
descension.
Yeah.
Yeah, descension.
Yeah.
That's a word, right? I'm not crazy.
Revelations.
Yes.
So it's basically just talking about. Let me make sure I'm not bullshitting.
Right. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. So there's like, you know, an angel, 5 angel,
5,
or you know, playing the trumpet, which is supposed to like. It's supposed to like, say like the times are coming, basically in a way where like the rapture.
Yeah.
This is not specifically in that way, but it mentions there's a bottomless pit. You know, bottomless pit. You know, like the double-sided emptiness. Yeah, and then it also says how, you know, there's people rising from below. Inside of Earth, and he says, you know, don't harm the grass, which is, you know, how they're just coming up from below the earth.
Right. So in the rapture, it's like all the people from Agartha coming up to the surface, and like taking over, right? Because the story of rapture is like, you know, all the non-sinners get ascended.
Yeah.
And all the sinners stay here.
Yeah.
And they're like all like killed by like demons and shit.
Yeah, whatever's like below in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what they meant. They meant the Garthinians.
Yeah, you can. Well, every time, bro.
Every fucking time. That better not have been a bug, man.
There's another one.
Yes.
There's Job.
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 It's pronounced Job, bro. Trust me. It's Job.
Job.
It's Job.
26:7. He stretches out the north over the void and hangs the earth on nothing.
Ooh. Okay.
This kind of sounds more like space, but
Yeah.
could also be the double holes.
Yes. That's pretty interesting. That's cool. That's
And there's a
good one.
lot. I literally have like 3 pages of just verses that kind of say like there's one though.
Yeah.
Job 26:10,
Mhm.
where he is inscribed a circle on the face of the water at the boundary between light and darkness.
Wait, say that again? Sorry, I wasn't fully conscious.
Okay, so there's a circle.
Yes.
You know, we got the water around.
Mhm.
There's a boundary,
Okay.
the crust
The crust.
between light and darkness.
Mhm.
But what I wrote is Agartha the darkness or the light?
I think it would be the darkness.
You would think that.
Yes.
Obviously from like Christian belief, but and, you know, other beliefs.
In Judaism, for example?
Judaism. I think Buddhism too also believes
That the center of Earth
the center
is-
of Earth is like pyramids. So
Right. And I guess the reason you don't hear about Agartha much is because, like, the United States is, like, very, like, Christian, you know?
yeah.
So it's like, you know, basically what's under there is bad.
Yeah.
You know?
And I have the specific name of what Judaism or your Jews,
Mhm.
the Jews
Yes.
believe. No, it's not. It's actually Buddhism things.
Oh, Buddhists. Yes.
Fuck, I had the. No, I can't find the name. Anyways,
What?
even Greek, like mythology, kind of supports Christian.
Oh.
Of
Yeah.
there is a place in the middle, but it's
There's
that-
an under. Yeah.
yeah.
There's an underworld.
And there's also
Yeah, the Pantheon.
Yeah.
Or the... No, I don't think it's
a
the
Mount
Pantheon.
Mount Olympus.
Yeah, Mount Olympus. I think... What is a Pantheon, then? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Who knows? But yeah, that's crazy. That's yeah. I mean... Huh?
I was gonna be Hindu and Celtic lore also believe in a ancient connection between the lost cities, which is like Atlantis and Mu. Mu.
Mew.
Mu.
I don't know.
It's probably Mu.
Maybe.
Like those 2 cities that were like wiped out by war and bad stuff like that. Bad stuff.
Right.
Like a big old
They talk about...
wave or something. Atlantis.
Mm.
Well, yeah. What happened is it just went down to Agartha.
Oh, okay. It sunk under... Yeah.
That's Celtic and Hindu
Right.
lore.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, because, you know, I remember Jordan Peterson, he likes to talk about how, like, you know, the Bible is basically, like, people saying, like, general life tips in the big-ass book, and it's, like, the whole thing is an allegory for real life.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you think, like, all these different religions believe there's something underneath the earth. You know, it's like why did they all come to that conclusion, you know?
Yeah, and I didn't get anything later than like Celtic.
Mhm. I mean, that's a pretty big like base, you know? You have Christianity, which is like
Just like the most popular.
Mhm. And then you have Buddhism, Judaism, being Celtic people. What are they? Irish? Because Celtic is like Irish, right?
Yeah, and the Hindu.
Yeah, and Hindu.
That's like a lot.
It's like most of them. It's like
Yeah.
most of everyone.
Yeah, and there's probably more.
Hmm.
that I didn't get in my base research that also believe there's something in the middle.
Yeah, so it kind of makes you think, like what has changed between the ancient times and now? It's like everything. But like, if it was something that big, like how come we've never seen it before? If the old people see it,
Yeah.
the ancients saw it.
And then there's another county theory that the elites,
Mm.
you know, they know about Gartha.
Right.
And this is their,
They're trying to keep it hidden.
you know how, fucking Alex Jones
Mhm.
says that, no, well, he doesn't says, because he said that,
Yes.
you know, they're building like a base under the moon, inside the moon, basically.
Yeah.
You know, with fucking slave kids.
Slave
Kid
children?
slaves.
Yes.
Well, instead of that, they already have it in Agartha.
Right.
Yeah, so they do their thing in Agartha,
Okay.
where no one can see them. And they diddle kids in the streets, because they're fucked up.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that's crazy because yeah, I think it would be kind of hard to detect that because like we can't detect anything more than like a few like dozen feet underneath the ground.
Yeah.
Not like, you know, we can't get any like fucking like, you know, radar. We can't get like fucking, you know, scanners that scan down there. We can't get any of that.
Yeah.
I think we could get. No, we can't even get like radio frequencies from there because there's just so much stuff. I think. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but like, if that was the case, then how did the ancients see that, bro? That's the thing.
Because they're so crazy. Like, all the stuff they've produced
Mm-hmm.
is just insane to think of. Like, I don't know if it's in the pyramids, but there's like tombs.
Mm-hmm.
24 to be exact. And they're so perfectly cut. Like, they were talking about like how you could like run a pen down the corner. It's just perfect. And, you know, perfect 90-degree angles.
Right.
It's crazy
Yeah.
how they're able to do that so many thousands of years ago.
That is pretty cool. So like, because I was also hearing this one thing from my coworkers. They were like, oh, I don't know, something about like some Spanish place. I think it's Portugal. I don't know, some place where like cocaine is basically like, or it's not really legal, but like everyone just does it.
It's like
it's like weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people do that, and like there's a theory where like the old, like the ancient times, like people would just chew on the cocoa leaves, on the the cocoa leaves, and they would just get all this energy, right? Because it's basically like dilute cocaine, and they would just like travel through all these mountains and like hike up like thousands of like, you know, meters. I don't know, just like hundreds of kilometers like every couple months or something. I don't know, just long distances, you know? So it kind of makes you think like bro, they're taking away our medicine, bro. They feed us their cure, which is, I don't know, I think I'm just going insane.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but, yeah, but like, just think about it, bro. Think about it. The thing that would allow people to do all that work, right? The cocoa leaf chewing, they made that illegal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes you crazy, but whatever. You know. But who made it illegal though? The government.
Yeah.
And who runs the government?
The elites.
The elites, of course.
And I brought this one up to you about how like psychedelics
Yeah.
are also legal because it kind of activates. Maybe fuck.
Damn.
I'm dead.
They knocked it out of you, bro. There's no turning back now.
No.
You're one of them.
They know.
You're a normie now.
They know. You know how it just it has a possibility of like
Yeah.
evolution.
Mm-hmm.
evolutionary products.
Yeah, and then they stop us from
they're
evolving.
Don't do
more.
that because it's bad. So let's have some fun. Let's draw what we think Agartha could be.
Well, Agartha could be for real.
Yeah.
Well, you're that's not fair because you have color. I only have monotone on here.
That's funny. Okay. And while we're drawing, of course, we shall keep talking.
Huh? Oh no, I was just gonna be silent the whole time.
Okay, so I got fuck. Can't do it on there.
Wait.
God damn it.
Okay, so Agartha,
Can I do notes?
a whole. Alright, well, you actually showed me a diagram, so I'm gonna be
Can't.
biased.
Oh yeah, that's just not fair.
A bias is just a different way to say based. Based. I don't know. Fuck, okay, look, here's my interpretation. It's a giant Earth.
Yeah. Okay, let me do the drawing. Okay, Earth is white. Base.
That's racist.
Then,
Rebasist.
okay, we got
Fuck that,
we got the
whatever.
outside sun. Fuck, I got yellow. Come on. No. Fuck.
Bro, your thing keeps. Bro.
To hell with
It's
you.
tainted.
It's too hot to do that shit.
Oh,
So you
dude,
got the
that's
real
crazy.
world sun.
Huh?
You got the Agartha sun.
Oh wait, you're influencing my drawing, bro. What's wrong with you?
You gotta talk though.
Huh? Okay. Huh? What'd you eat for breakfast today?
I had a donut,
A
a
donut.
bagel,
Oh lord.
and coffee.
Oh, so it's like a classic breakfast or whatever.
Yeah, pretty classy.
Yeah. You ever heard of an English breakfast?
No,
I
I
mean,
only speak Spanish.
no, it's like they eat like fucking.
Don't they eat like fucking pickles and chips or something?
Yeah, they have this thing called bangers and mash. That sounds pretty interesting. Okay, look, we gotta have the thing right there. Fuck, I hate that I can't. Oh, you know what's cool? I could actually upload this PDF to my computer. Like every page, I could upload it.
Nice.
Can you do that on your thing? Like you can screenshot it or something.
Yeah, I can screenshot it.
Oh, nice. So we could like attach our drawings at the end or something. Yeah, I'm not a really good drawer. You know, that's what I used to say.
Drawer.
Drawer. Because I didn't know artists. You know.
No, wait, that's not. I think it's like this.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
I'm doing it from what they say, with my own twist, obviously.
Right. No, I just like keep coming up with like shit to think about. You know, like explanations for why it looks like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's inverse Earth, I'm assuming it looks almost identical to how Earth is, just inverted.
Right.
But how would water work?
I think the gravity is also inverse. In there.
Okay, so does that mean...
Because the gravity is just based off of the mass.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing inside, then you can't... Like, if you're inside the Earth and there's nothing inside, then you can't get pulled towards the center. You get pulled towards the crust. Because there's more mass
Ooh.
there.
It's weird.
Yeah. So I think the crust would have to be, like, super, like, dense or something.
Okay, that makes sense. Which is why we can't, get
Detect
anything from
anything.
them.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's it. I mean, there's not much else to it.
It can't be too crazy.
Mm-hmm. I got some theories, though.
Let's hear 'em.
Huh?
So let's hear 'em.
No, bro, I gotta do it after because I'm gonna influence your drawing, but
No, my drawing's set, boy.
you're not drawing?
It's set. it looks weird because it's like a top-down view.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
of,
then
right.
of like the Earth if it was flat.
I don't know, bro. Be careful with that one.
Bruce.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, I think you're ready. Because I think
Yeah.
I'm ready to show you my amazing drawing.
How do you draw America?
Like a square. Mission America just Texas.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck. I just destroyed the audio because I need.
Sick, bro.
Come on, man. Let me see.
Hold on. Fuck, this is so bad. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you want to see mine first?
Yeah, let me see it.
Alright. Probably because yours looks better in comparison.
No.
Look, this is my Gartha. That's supposed to be
America?
Yes.
Okay.
This is detached. This is not a part of it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So this is Agartha.
Yes. So here's what I'm thinking, bro. No, you gotta use this. Here's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the ice caps hide the hole, and only like people who are able to like drill all the way, like with big machines and stuff, like the Nazis or like the elites,
Yeah.
would be able to access this
Okay.
because it's so much drilling.
Yeah.
So yeah, the ice caps cover up the holes, which is why we don't know about it.
Yeah.
And then what's inside here is actually a part of this. So you can see here the crust is pretty thick.
Yeah.
And you would imagine like the land, the continents on here kind of like stick out like this.
Mm-hmm.
So what if the land actually went all the way here? So the land actually stuck out and it's like a mirror image. Right? Would it be a mirror? Yeah, it would be a mirror image of the entire Earth just projected on the inside of the Earth. So like it would be like, I don't know why I drew this, but just like a really thick tectonic plate,
Yeah.
you know? So like you're talking about how like the inside would probably look like similar to the outside.
Yeah.
Well, I think it looks exactly like the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Like
you know obviously you got the sun and the moon.
The moon.
Yeah.
And then what's that?
Oh, that's just a menu thing. Yeah.
My turn. Look at mine.
Let's see.
Ready? So I gotta explain it, obviously.
Ah.
You got the outside sun, obviously. It's right here.
Yeah.
Let me not destroy the picture so you can actually show 'em.
Let me see.
Then we got the inside sun.
Mm-hmm.
This is the like layer of ice that's supposed to be the sky,
Right.
because they said that's kind of what it looks like. And then it's gonna mirror. I mean, these are like buildings, I think,
Yeah.
mountains and buildings. So they got their own buildings and mountains,
Right.
and you see it's also thick.
Thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. What about the moon?
Huh?
Where's the moon at?
They can't see the moon.
There's no moon?
They don't have the moon.
What the heck, bro? What
Oh,
about the
they-
outside?
They can't. No. Oh, the outside. They have the sun right now.
They just have the sun.
Right now, they have the moon later.
Right.
Because the moon and the sun.
Gotta install
switch.
the update.
Yeah. Who knows?
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah.
I didn't draw the holes.
The holes. No, but I think a society inside the Earth would be pretty cool.
It would be. That sounds very interesting.
Let's see. I'm trying to see what.
See how plausible it could be
Yeah.
in so many ways.
Cause like. Oh no. Yeah no. 'Cause I was about to say like. I was just me being dumb. I was like, oh, what if the halves of the Earth, like, cause it's like physics, they would like collapse in on each other, right? But it's like it's just a whole. It's not like the whole half of the Earth is gone. Cause I was looking at the.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. But no.
I was also looking at like pictures that popped up, and it's like there's some cool ones where it shows like big ass cave.
Uh-huh.
And it's like okay, there's also like caves exist. What if
In
there's
Atlanta?
no like in real world? So what if those are also like gateways to it?
Right.
You just have to follow it.
Or maybe Agartha is not the inside of the world, the Agartha is in a giant network of caves underneath all of the existing caves. Yeah. What if it's like, it gets hotter when you drill underneath?
Yeah.
Like it's been measured and all that. But I was about to like adjust my hat like as an actual hat. No, what if it's like, what if the heat is just like a protective layer? So it's like regular, then heat, and then you reach Agartha, which is like regular temperature again. And the whole thing is just like a defense for intruders. The elites set up a giant...
That they didn't even have to. It's built in.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
The Agartha theory is so interesting. Like, I feel like it's not too deep. Because it's kind of just like hey, this is the theory.
Yeah.
But a lot of, I guess what you can think of can make it go deeper.
Right.
In a way. Because it's kind of like, it has its limits. Not shallow, but it's not deep waters. But, the more you think of it, you kind of try to put pieces together and how it would be real. And that makes it go deeper.
Yeah, a surprising amount of the pieces actually fit. You know? It's kind of crazy.
I mean, the thing that always gets me is the soldier, Mr. Bird. I think it's Lieutenant Bird. Him, and how he was told not to tell anyone.
Right. I mean, that seems kind of weird. Bro, we should put a Freedom of Information Act on that. I don't know if it applies actually, but...
It'd be cool though, if it did. And then, how, I mean, it's evident that the Nazis actually went to Antarctica.
Someone was touching my fucking leg, bro, I swear.
Oh. I keep hearing the fucking owl.
But
yeah, it's evident that they have been to Antarctica.
Really?
Searching for Agartha. Like,
how do they... It's evident?
Yes.
It's been observed?
Yes.
How? What? Where? I've never seen that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but these are things that like have been proven fact. True.
Right.
I think.
They went specifically to search for Agartha.
For Agartha, yes.
I think Agartha might be real, bro. I think it might be real for real.
It's pretty cool if it is.
Yeah.
It just... Okay, say hypothetically, obviously.
Hypothetically.
It is real.
Yes.
What do you think Agartha is? Not look-wise, but like society-wise. Do you think it's...
I don't think there's anything there.
Oh yeah, but...
I think it's just like...
So you think it's like undiscovered?
No, I think... I think the only sources of light there are like giant pools of magma. Magma's under the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, and that's where the heat also comes from, but I don't think there's... If Agartha was to exist, I don't think it would be like just entire like pools, like giant, like I don't think it would be all lava or all magma. I mean, it's inside the earth, but it's also exposed on the surface of Agartha. I don't know. That's what I think. Just pools of magma or lava, fucking whatever.
It's like the opposite of us with water. They have the magma.
Yeah, and that's why it's like, that's why hell is always described as like fiery. And I guess like people in ancient times were able to access it somehow, you know? And they were able to withstand all the heat, and they were able to observe all that. And just like, I think rumors spread around. So I think maybe elites could live there. And if they did live there, it would be like a few small bases around the world. I think that's the most likely explanation of Agartha, if it actually exists. I think it might be possible, but the main thing is, first of all, are other planets hollow? Think about that. Are other planets hollow, and how come we've never seen the inside of the Earth then? If all these other people were able to see it, you know? So that's really like
The two kind of
things that are taken aback.
yeah.
And also like since we have all this gravity, you know, like gravity's like a measured like set thing.
Yeah.
So how, like, what is inside the Earth, the crust that is so dense that we have this gravity
What if it's the sun?
inside the Agartha?
The Agarthian sun.
Right, but I mean, you know, I'm trying to think a little practical here.
No. And I'm trying to think the opposite.
Right. I mean, for me, like, if a sun was to exist, it would be like a teeny
It'd be small.
little sun.
Yeah.
But then the Agarthians would be attracted to that sun as well.
Yeah.
So either I don't think it would be enough for them to like sort of like fly, like fucking fly into the center of the Earth. But I think it would be enough so that the gravity on Agartha is lighter than on the surface of Earth.
Okay.
Right? Because I mean, if you think about it, people on Agartha would have the crust pulling down on them and then the sun pulling up on them. Right? Because the explanation is people on the surface would have both pulling them. And that's why we get the gravity. So they would be like, yeah, and maybe that's why they're super beings. Maybe not. Because the weaker gravity would make them weaker.
Yeah.
Then maybe they just eat better or something. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a pretty interesting one.
How do they get oxygen though? That's the thing. Well, maybe not. Maybe yeah. Because the way I described Agartha was like it's like a wasteland.
Yeah.
So things don't really have to live there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a cool little thing to think about.
Yeah.
For the viewers at home to ruminate over.
And with that,
I think we are done.
We're done.
We are completed.
episode over.
6. Huh? No, 6. Yeah.
6 coming up. We going to talk about in episode 6.
7.
Fuck.
Episode 7 is next.
I thought this was 5.
No, 5 was the last time.
Shit. What do you want to talk in episode 7? We'll give a little preview.
A little preview. I think, I don't know. I kind of like the conspiracy theories thing. But I think, like, if we were going to do it, we'd have to prepare a little bit better.
I mean, I think we were a lot more prepared this time than last time.
Yeah, it gets better.
It's going to get better. We could go down the conspiracy theory iceberg.
Yeah, but, I mean, someone's already doing that.
Like a lot of people are already doing that.
Yes. So, I think we're going to have to go the political route.
The based route.
The red pill. I could be like the liberal one, and you could be like the conservative one, and then you'd be like super red pilled, and I'd be super cuck pilled, black pilled, I don't know. super blue pilled.
Oh man, no. Okay.
Because that's what it is, right? It's like the conservative based pilled.
They're both based then.
Huh?
They're both based in a way.
In their own way. Yes.
And we're done.
Something like that.
Like
Hair?
no.